The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Set, ready? 30 base. Hey, high 7. Set, go.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Set, blue 60.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set up. 18 Gator.
Watch left, watch left, watch left.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Maher able to put this one through. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 31, Stafford, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now Jones, operating from the gun. That one complete to Elliott. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 3, Lions nothing.
Ready, break.
Come on, boy.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Caught by Cobb. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Randall Cobb.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down, Jones completes it to Jason Witten. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
80 weapons.
He's not going to get me.
I go.
36. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Lead grip.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7 on the ground. This is Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, exit.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. The first down carry here for Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Middle. Check nickel. Check your hot read.
They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. This one complete to Smallwood. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Throwing again on second down. Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Amendola, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Smooth. Hey, easy.
Watch the pass. 26 Mike.
Easy, alert.
Watch the slant. 26 Mike. Watch the run.
Stafford now to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Danny Amendola in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey! Joker, 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 Joker.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Got it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Again, it's Elliott. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Come on, D!
Operating from the gun, Jones. Complete to Jason Witten. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Goes! 18 Gators. Single. Ready?
Jones on 1st and 10. And that's Elliott, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his 2nd year. But he's really on the uptick. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, give me radar. 48 to Mike. Hey. Let's go.
Again, it's Johnson. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Ready.
Brings up second and 11.
Go on, 21. It's a safety creek. Slam, 61. Matchbox light. Double right. Five.
On second and 11 now. Stafford. Jones has it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
32. Check nine.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, easy. Drill right, 22. 55's mine, guys, 55. Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
26 Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check 31. Hey, go here. Look at him.
On second down, Smallwood. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, here's Stafford. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. The tackle made there by Jarrett Davis.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. That's complete to Kyle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Jones. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, I-7.
On 4th down, Jones. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
21. Go.
3rd down. It's Wendell Smallwood. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, let's get there. 50-50. Hey, Foxtrot. Big 20. Double up. He's coming, double up. Hey.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Set. 18 Gator. Hey, let go. 2.
He's back to throw. It's caught. Cooper. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Intended that time for Cooper. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Lions, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off.
when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad, be best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more best though. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay,